Hello, Elsie. How are you? Welcome. I think it's Elise. My bad. I'm sorry. Hello, Zeltania, Lady Aquarius. Welcome, Divas. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Miss Geraldine, Miss Dana, Miss Jackie, Miss Tandra, Miss Cassie. I am wonderful. How are you all? Miss Virgo, Miss Dee Dee, Miss Tanya, Miss Latina. Hello, hello, hello. No squares in my circle. AR Girl, Royalty, Queen, Darlene, Pam, Miss D Shine, Sharice, Love is Love, Tiffany, Trinity, Lorraine, Carolina. Hello, hello, ladies. Welcome, divas. I have missed you all so much. Let me see. Hello, Miss. Okay, let me see. Let me see if I get back. Knowledge, Lawanda, Dawn, Miss Pam. Miss Pam, he's doing wonderful. Thanks for asking. Miss Felicia, Vanessa, Lakeisha, Nicole, 21 God, Virgo. Let's see. Where did it go? It's skipping, y'all. I'm sorry. It's jumping, jumping, jumping. Miss Hollywood, Miss Lawanda, So McDaniel, Lakeisha, K Buck, Wendy, Charlene, Ginger, Brenda, Rosa, Wanda, Jerry. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. It's skipping so fast, divas. I'm sorry. But I welcome you all. I welcome you all. I welcome you all. Y'all have been missed. Thank you, Air Girl. Everyone hit the like button. We're going to get on into this. Um, I'm going to make some little PSAs and get right into some things. Um, I want to first apologize to you all for being absent. Um, I, as a career woman and a mother and a wife, um, those things take top priority. Then, when I was trying to come on, it was so much going on these streets that I couldn't get in anywhere. So, um, thank you all. Thank you. Thank you. I am here. I am here. I do though miss y'all terribly when I'm not able to come. Um, Now, when with all this going on these YouTube streets, y'all know I've told y'all over and over again that I do not watch anybody on the other side. So with all the stuff going on, I can't come and speak on it because I don't see it. So when Miss Ross is having to go live 2 and 3 times a day, sometimes to defend herself, um, I can't get in. So I just, go ahead and just sit back. I don't miss anything on this side. I'm always in the bushes watching everything. When I do miss it, I always go back on replays. Know that I'm always here, and I do miss you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Divas, for understanding. I be feeling so bad though because I know I have true supporters. Um, y'all check on me when I'm not here. Y'all let me know that I'm loved and I'm missed, and I appreciate you all. I'm not gonna call a name, but I want to thank one of the divas who, out of the kindness of her heart, one day just decided, and I must have been on her mind because she sent me a love offering, and I want to thank her. It really made my heart smile to know that I'm loved and missed. Um, yes, Tiffany, they do. I mean, it's crazy. I don't, like I said, I only hear what's going on from our side. But I mean, it's just too much. It's too much. I can never understand this coming from adults. I really cannot. Thank you, Zeltania. Thank you, Miss Jackie. I just wanted y'all to know, though, I didn't definitely didn't forget about you all. Some of you all did fall off, and it's understandable. If I'm not here, it's understandable. I'm not gonna worry about it. The ones who stayed are the ones who are genuine and really love and support me, and I appreciate it. We have a lot of things to talk about, though, divas, because whoo, 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 mm, 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 mm. We are going to start off with this. raffle. And then we're going to go into my title. We're going to fill in the missing pieces of this fairy tale. Okay? Yes, yes, Dee Dee, way too much. Thank you, Nikki. Welcome. Thank you, Miss Virgo. Yes, but I have, like I said, I have been listening in and trying to keep up with what's going on. So we're going to discuss, and with y'all help, I know we're going to get some good feedback, and we're going to talk about it. Exactly, Mira. That's what I said. Sometimes things, life is not always, the way you plan it out to be. Some things come up. This I'm on a different time schedule too, from especially like Miss Ross. She's 3 hours behind me. So when she comes on and she go off at about her time, probably 9 or 10, it's 1 o'clock here. I'm not gonna come on at 1 o'clock in the morning because I'm in bed for work. So yes, yes. Well, hello, Ari. Welcome from Mississippi. Thank you, Miss Tremaine. I try, but y'all know we're gonna get into it. So let me start off now. My PSA is these are my thoughts and my opinions only. If y'all agree with me, y'all agree with me. But I always say to my divas, fact check. We all fact check. Let me elaborate on that. I think a lot of this drama that's on these YouTube streets right now, if people would go and do some fact checking for themselves, then half of this stuff wouldn't be going on. Because what they do is, I'm assuming, they sit in chats and they listen to what people no, not D Brown. I don't know who that is. Angel. Um they sit and they listen to the person doing the commentary, as we all do. But I always fact check everything before I go, and especially, I don't run around, you know, spreading rumors about things anyway. So if they would just stop and go fact check, then a lot of this stuff will stop. And a lot of the stuff really doesn't even make any type of sense. The stuff that is being said that I hear Miss Ross coming back at, trying to defend herself from, if people would just stop and listen and think, they would be like, it don't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. So why sit up here and spread these rumors running around here like this is a high school or something like this? It's absolutely ridiculous. Thank you, Miss Rivers. Welcome. So yeah, I don't, I think a lot of it would stop. And then there's a lot of people in the chats, I'm assuming, keeping up the mess. Hello, Miss Faye. Welcome. How are you? Everything is well with me. Thank you for asking. Hello, Miss Wanda. Yes, Miss Sharon. That's from what I get from it. Like I said, I don't go over to look. I don't watch anyone from the other side, so I can't, um, sit up here and do commentary on what's happening because that would be wrong of me to do that when I don't know. So I'm definitely not going to speak on it. Um, but of course, we're going to speak on Treese because I've been doing commentary on Treese for a while, and I continue to watch her shenanigans. Yes, exactly. Yes, Trinity. I've never seen this from adults. Um, I have real friends in real life, and I would never. We would never. I just don't get it. Okay, so we're going to discuss this. Hello, Miss Elsie. We're going to discuss this raffle. Let's start there. I'm going to start from present, and I'm going to go back to past since I've been missing for a while. All right. Hello, Kenya. Welcome. Hello, T Love. Welcome. Hello, April Love. Welcome. Now, okay. It was a lot of discrepancies going on with this raffle. Thank you, J. Gale. Welcome. Let's start when it first started. Okay. So we were told that there was a raffle going on, and it was $65 to enter a raffle for her 2020. Hyundai Palisade. Thank you, Wanda. Oh, good night, Dion. Thank you for stopping in. Hello, Zeltania. Oh, Dion to the okay. All right. So, um, everybody bought a raffle ticket. She claims she made about $40,000. Let's start there. If in fact she made $40,000 off of this raffle, she definitely did a come up because the car originally didn't even cost $40,000. Now, so she bought the car, she paid off the car, she had the title to it, she claimed. Now, if she paid 30 some thousand for this car, paid it off, she got her money back and some. She's definitely a hustler. We can't take that away from her, okay? We're going to give that to her. But this is what you do to your true supporters, your fans, you call them. This is how you treat them. You got all the way over. And I'm trying to figure out exactly what this was about because now she's saying that she's going to um, get rid of the other car the same way. Well, if I was her, I would slow my roll because, first of all, raffling the car is illegal. Let's start there. She definitely wasn't supposed to do it. I'm not going to be the one to go call somebody and tell because I could care less. But I'm just telling you all that technically she wasn't supposed to do it in the first place. Now, because she sold the car for more than it was worth, because mind you, now it is used and it's worth probably around about, I think I've seen something like 28,000 and under, depending on where you go. Because she made more than it's worth, she has to report that to the IRS as capital gain. But in my opinion, I believe she was raffling off this car to get money because y'all think about it. Last year, her taxes were so messed up. Welcome to all the divas coming in that I may have missed. Welcome, welcome. She owed over $500,000 to the IRS for last year's taxes. Remind y'all, she got a payment plan and she just finished paying it off. So if you made $1 million last year and you owed 500,000, you had to get a payment plan. This year, you claim that you made 800,000, and I'm sure you didn't put back any money to pay this year's taxes because you were on a payment plan for last year's taxes and it almost wiped you clean. So it's safe for us to say that now she's owing probably about what now? Maybe 300,000 on an $800,000 tax bill for this year's taxes. Where's it going to come from? In my opinion, no, Miss Katrina, she didn't. I'm getting ready to get to that too. So, in my opinion, she's selling off all of these things because she's again in trouble with the IRS. There's no way she had any money to save up to pay this year's if she was $500,000 in debt with them last year. Then I guess she thought with her selling off these items that it was going to get her some income, which it did. We don't know exactly how much, but it did. But she doesn't realize she has to report that to the IRS her capital gain if in fact she made $40,000 off of that. And then when she goes to report that, she's going to be in trouble because it's illegal to do a raffle on a car. Now, for the lady who won the car, I don't know how much, but I don't know if she knows that she has to pay taxes on that car. And from my knowledge, she has to pay one third of what the car is worth in taxes alone. So whoever got the car, because I'm not for sure if that lady who picked it up is the one who got it, and I'll tell you why in a minute. One third of the car's value right now is owed in taxes. But see, people don't do their research and they just, always want to come for us. Oh, y'all just everything she do is so wrong. No, because it was a good gesture. Had it been done out the kindness of your heart and not for monetary gain. Because yes, the lady got a car. Yes, she paid $65 for it. Whatever it may have been that she paid, because we don't know if she even paid anything. But the fact that you left these people with this high bill, that even if they didn't know what it takes to get a car or what they have to pay to get a car, the taxes, um, I never seen Treese go to the Department of Motor Vehicles or whatever it's called there and get the transfer papers to transfer this title over, because there is an application for it. You have to pay application fee and all this. So she was running around telling everybody she was going to her man. She was going to her man to get a paper tag. No, you can't go to your man to get a paper tag. And evidently she realized that too, because the car didn't have a paper tag. Yeah, no squares in my circle. I'm not for sure, but K Buck, yes. There is going to be taxes on that car. Yeah, her Tracy, you're right. Her taxes are already high, I'm sure, because she says she made 800,000 again this year. I'm not for sure, beautiful brown sugar. Now that's something I will have to look into. Thank you, Shani Shan. Welcome. Exactly, Xavier, Dishman. Yes, she didn't even pay attention to the fact. And like I said, if and when these people report this stuff, the lady that got the car has to report it. Um, LA is technically was supposed to report it, and because yes, she would have to pay capital gain on the money, but the raffle is illegal on the car. Y'all can look it up yourself. Don't listen. Don't take my word. Which y'all know I'm not gonna come here and say nothing out of the way. But go ahead and look it up for yourself as well. Black Remy Ma, she showed a title. I'm not for sure if she showed a title or not, because the title is normally a square card. It's not really paperwork like that. So I myself personally didn't see a title. If you seen one, okay, but I didn't see a title. I just seen the paperwork to the car, and it kind of looked like it was like the maintenance paperwork or something like that. I don't believe it was a title, because any title that I know of is a square um, piece of paper, smaller than that. Something is not right about the truck. Is a catch to it. Ain't no way. Miss Katrina, yes. Miss D, I said the same thing. You have to go get a clear title from me. Yes, Miss Dawn. That's just like winning a car on the price is right. You have to pay tax. Yes, K Buck, and that's what I'm saying. These people, she didn't even tell these people. You are correct, Miss D, because taxes are for the title transfer, and etc. Taxes can start at 7. Exactly, Miss Faye, and that's what I'm saying. I don't know if the lady knew that or not. She showed the bill of sale, but looked like the paper that be inside. Yes, Miss Xavier, that's what I'm saying. I didn't see. She definitely showed a piece of paper, but it looked like to me it was like some paperwork that you would get from like the copy of like when you go take your car in for maintenance or something like that. Because can y'all tell me in the chat if anybody has a title that's like a square? Um, it's no bigger. It's a square piece of paper. It's not a long piece of paper like that. It's a square, and it's almost like on a cardboard kind of piece of paper. And then it has on the back of it where you sign it over. If you was to sell the car or give it to somebody, you sign it over in the back. Hello, PNJ. Welcome. And why was she having to get so much work done and it stayed in the shop for over a month? No squares in my circle. She went to try to get it fixed up, because if y'all remember, she had that accident with that lady in the Wendy's drive-through, and it was scraped up and beat up real bad or whatever. So I guess she went to, yes, Miss Nikki. It looks like a birth certificate. I didn't know if everybody's birth certificate looked like that, but yes, it looks just like the birth certificate. Miss Patricia 5x7. Mine's a square. Exactly, Miss Sharon. That was not the title to the car. Miss D, she said the IRS owed her now. If anyone remember her being on the phone. Black Remy Ma, yes. She definitely said that they owe her, but that's definitely not true. And even if they do owe her, and let's play with the fact that, oh, okay, they owe her money. It's still not enough to pay this year's taxes, so she's never going to see it, because if she made $800,000, she's going to pay about $300,000 in taxes. If in fact she got 1 million last year and paid 500,000, let's just be honest and think about it. No, Miss Jocelyn, you didn't miss a lot. We've only been here for a little 20 minutes. I have seen titles look like showed. I have seen titles like she showed. My son, dad sold cars for years ago, but I didn't see the verbiage on. Okay, Miss Cassie. Okay. Yes, Miss So McDaniel. And see, like I said, I stand to be corrected, but I just know mine looks like the birth certificate. Okay, so now let me thank you, Miss Helena. Welcome. Thank you for coming. Okay, beautiful brown sugar. Okay. Miss Bridget, I'm doing wonderful. How are you? Yes, Miss Jackie. Oh, Miss Faye, I don't remember that. And I wouldn't doubt it though. I wouldn't doubt it. Now let's discuss the lady. And I'm gonna be completely honest here because I was, and I'm not just saying it because I want to make something out of nothing. Please believe it, okay? I'm not saying that because I want to try to make something out of nothing. Did anybody else, Miss D? I was thinking more of a lien being on the car. Is that the same? If in fact she has a lien, yes. Uh-huh. Not in the state of Georgia, square like and birth certificate. Okay. Miss Frida has spoken. She says not in the state of Georgia, it is square like in a birth certificate, like a birth certificate. Okay. She's in the state of Georgia. She bought that car in the state of Georgia. Hello, Miss Marilyn. Welcome, darling. How are you? Okay. Now I want y'all to listen carefully and don't take my word for it. It was just my observation, okay? Did anybody else stop to think or did they notice that that lady somewhat favored the lady that she bought out to talk about the Courtney situation? I'll wait for y'all to respond so y'all can see where I'm going. Did anybody else notice that? Now, with the type of job that I do, I've always had an eye for the small details and little things. I don't even go looking for them. They kind of like jump out at me if anybody understands where I'm coming from. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm gonna tell y'all in a minute where I'm going with it. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes. All right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, like I said, it's not the same person. Now let me make that clear. It's she's not the same person, okay? This lady has a gap, the other lady didn't have a gap. And like I said, it'd be the littlest things for me that stick out to me when I'm watching or looking at something that I don't even mean to see it, but I see it. Okay. Now, did anybody, thank you, Miss Shandy Shan, did anybody notice when LA brought that lady onto her stream yard, the one that was so called the truth teller of Courtney's situation? When she was in that car, even though it was dark as hell in the car, when she first got into the car, I happened to notice that she was driving, in my opinion, a Chrysler is what I believe it to be because I seen the symbol on the stern wheel. Okay, now y'all stay with me. I didn't know it was going to mean anything later. I'm very observant. I see the smallest things. Well, guess what pulled up at the house today was a Chrysler van. In my opinion, the lady that told the Courtney story was driving a Chrysler van that night. I don't know if the outside of the van was gray because I did not see it, but the inside interior was gray. Did anybody else peep that? Hello, T Hall. Welcome. Hello, right is wrong. Right is right. Wrong is wrong. Welcome. Hello, hello, Miss Shirley. Yes, Miss Jackie. Yes. Hello, Miss Key. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Miss Mary. Good to see you. Okay, Miss Sharon. Okay, Katrina. Miss Hennessy. Let me go back and see if I can get it. Miss Hennessy, Miss Hennessy. It might be too far up, honey. You might have to. Let me see. This thing goes so fast, and I can't go up but so far. If you don't mind, can you write it again for me, darling, so I can see? I just said that, Missy. Oh, okay. You said you just said that. Mm-hmm. Yes, Zeltania, and like I said, I didn't know it was going to mean anything when I was watching that because, mind you, that video was what about a week ago. But like I said, for some odd reason, I always see the smallest details of things. It's just in me. That's just me. It's a part of me. I pick out the details and stuff. Hello, Miss Sharon. Welcome. Okay, so let's put the things together. We got these two ladies that look like they could be kin. And why I say that because it's up in the cheeks. It's underneath the eyes and the cheeks. They have the same like cheekbones there. Okay. We have two Chrysler vans. We have a lady that popped up out of nowhere that said that she was at Teresa's house. Oh, beautiful brown sugar. I didn't even hear her calling them kids by their name. Oh, see, I be looking at the picture and be missing the words. Oh my goodness. I didn't see that. Now this lady that came and told the Courtney story. Oh, thank you, T Love. This lady said that we're gonna get into her because I can fill in all the pieces of that puzzle. So they may be family. In my opinion, my thoughts and my opinions only. Yes. And I'm gonna tell you why I say that because I believe after I seen that today that these two may be kin. And if in fact it is the truth, I feel like the lady who came out with the Courtney story was promised that car if she would tell this fairy tale. Okay. So the lady wouldn't dare show up to pick up the car herself if that was the case. Sweetie Pie, exactly. A raffle is not legal in the state of Georgia or on Facebook as long as you follow as the guidelines. You have to get a license permit to have a nonprofit organization. Treese has have a nonprofit business fake. Yes, it's not. She doesn't have it yet. She's trying to get one. You could tell that lady been new bumpy. You could tell the way they was talking that she knew. Now I'm gonna tell you, to me, everybody was acting. Okay, Miss Diane, yes, please. Y'all go back and look for yourself. I'm just telling y'all what I observed, okay? And that's it and that's all. I want you all to go look for yourself so we can talk about it and see if y'all see the same things that I'm saying. I definitely think Mira that she scammed them. So when this lady came about, of course she wouldn't come out. Miss Wendy, I don't think so because I remember her showing the receipt before where she did in fact make the last payment and pay off this car. So I would never take it from her that the car was not hers. I'm not gonna do any lying. I seen her show where she paid off the car. I seen her when she showed that she had the title to the car. That's what I'm saying. She came on camera, Treese did, and she showed the title to the car. It was on the square piece of paper. But when the lady came to get the car, she showed us some pink yellow papers that looked like carbon copies of something that maybe was a maintenance service or something. Yes, Tiffany. There I go. Let me get back on track. All of them looked a little too nervous for me. And let me tell you who was the worst one of all. Shima. Shima was a nervous wreck because, I don't think Shima likes to be involved in things like this. But because she's there and she's stuck there for now, she had no choice but to be involved in it. But something is very fishy going on. And Shima was so nervous, if y'all paid attention. Oh, Miss Jackie. Okay. Yeah, Tiffany, am I lying? Shima was so out of her element. She looked so nervous. Now, let's get to how. Okay, okay. Yes. She don't like it, Miss Patrice, but um she definitely was nervous. Yes, Pennywise, come on. Her body language was off. Yes, guys, yes. It was just weird to me. Now let's go back to when the ticket was pulled. Okay, when they pulled the ticket in the lady's name, this piece of paper that the lady's name was only folded in half one time. Did anybody peep that? Why was it glued on the paper at that? Printed out, cut out, and glued on the paper. Okay. Now that was my first initial thought when I seen that. I was like, why is she, this paper folded in half once and this name is glued on there. Now let me fast forward y'all to today. Shima went in the house and got the bag and pulled out some more papers. In fact, there were more papers that were glued onto the paper. But did y'all see Shima and Rennie opening all of those papers and they were folded more than once? Do y'all remember Tree sitting in the warehouse and folding those papers more than once? She said because she didn't want them to come open. So why in the hell was this paper that y'all pulled for this lady's name only folded in half? Okay, the paper I'm speaking on is the one she showed days ago when baby girl was recording her in the car and it was washed. So that's the title I was referring to. Cassie, did she show that the other day? Don't quote me, but I do know when she got it in the mail, she opened the mail and showed us. She had the title in her hand then. Miss D, did you hear the lady talking about you all should get along, not putting everyone down? Make it make sense. Which lady, Miss Faye? Yes, she was. I could hear it in her voice. Shima did not want to be on camera. Right. Exactly. It all came to the surface and gonna be in a lot of trouble. Yes, I saw that too. You right, D. Hello, guys. Hello, Miss Sonia. Welcome. Did y'all notice the two ladies left last night when she was trying to say the lady was scaring her and they knew she was lying? Oh, I didn't even peep that. Yep. Everything else was trifolded. This paper was only folded in half. Did anyone else notice her say the little girl that was with the lady looks just like her dad? Then she caught herself and said, "Because I seen her dad on Facebook." How do you know that was her dad? Yeah, she was showing a picture. The lady when she went on the lady's Facebook page last night, it was the picture of the lady and a man in the on her thing, her profile, and I think she was telling her on the phone that the man had passed away. Yes, Miss Dorothy. Thank you, Miss Drea Queen. Thank you. Welcome. The one who won. Okay, yes, I did. Yep. I was about to say that was a folded once, and her and the lady with the glasses were folding paper. Yes, Black Remy Ma. Exactly. Yes. People have to, like I told everybody before, and I'm going to continue to say this. Treese will tell on herself if you pay attention hard enough. So she'd be so busy trying to get over that she screws herself every time. Yes, Miss Cassie. She definitely does, Miss Shandy. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, had this been a legit something, it would have been a beautiful thing for someone to only pay $65 for a car. It would have been beautiful. I would have took nothing from her. I would have, congratulated her. I would have, applauded her for doing it. But it was so much stuff going on that I just, in my heart, I can't say that this was something that was legitly done. Sorry. Yes, Miss Sonia, she does. Tiffany, exactly. You have to stop and yeah, you can't feel sorry for me. Yeah, you're right about that. Honestly, but some people just don't know, and a lot of people probably took their last trying to get something because at the moment it sounded like a good deal. But you have to know who you're doing deals with. You can't make deals with the devil. You know what I'm saying? So she definitely does, Miss Diane. You have to know when you can't make a deal with the devil, it ain't gonna turn out right. You know what I'm saying? You have to go with your gut. You have to go with your heart, your mind. You know what I'm saying? Because your gut's always gonna tell you. You go with your gut. And like I said, Shima was going with her gut today because her gut was really upset because she was not acting right at all. Yes, Miss Jackie. Miss Jen Mocha, exactly. But I don't care how many times you flap that bag. You can flip flop it till you, but if the paper is bigger than the rest of them, of course, that's the one you're going to pull out. But yet they all had the nerve to say Miss Ross was scamming. Boy, I tell you. But Treese wasn't scamming? Okay. Okay. Yeah, she talks too much, always putting her long, sleeve footed. Yes, Miss Lawanda. She definitely tells on herself all the time, but you can get away so long and boom is coming. Mira, exactly. It's gonna come. And like I said, you know, I don't I have never ever tried to get over on anybody. I mean, everybody's different. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to hustle and things like that. But at the same time, if you claim that you're making all this money, then what is the point? And what is the problem? You should want to give to somebody, not take from somebody. Like, are you that greedy? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Knowledge is key. That paper definitely was only folded in half. Like, it wasn't folded like the rest of them, because that was the one that was going to be pulled. Because in my opinion, my thoughts, in my opinion only, the lady who came up front to tell the story about Courtney is somehow involved in this. I think this lady is her family, and I think, of course, she wouldn't come herself, but I believe she was promised this car for coming out with this fake story, and then her family members came to pick it up. Now, let's talk about the things that was going on with this lady who came to pick up the car. She could have been just innocent in the whole thing, but just got brought into it somehow, because the story that she was telling, it just didn't make sense to me. Now let's go back to the car for a minute. This lady who came to pick up the car said, Miss D, did she ever set a time for the raffle to take place? I believe so, Miss Faye. I think she said 7 p.m. Yes, Miss Beautiful Brown Sugar Scammer. But they can't see through this scam that was done so boldly, but yet they claim Miss Ross was scamming. Yeah. At this point, like I say, I just think it's just the hate that they have for Miss Ross, because this was clearly an orchestrated scam. Okay. Now let's discuss the lady who came to pick up the car. Treese told us that this lady was from South Carolina. I am wonderful, Miss Geraldine. Miss Geraldine, how are you? Thank you for coming. I looked at the paper. It did have a trifold line, but when it was okay, but when it was put out, it was folded in half. Okay, Miss Jen Mocha, see, and they could have folded the wrong one at first, and she opened it so she could know. Because why would that one of all of them come open after you folded that many times? None of the rest of them came open. Still till today, when Rennie and Shima went to get that bag, they were still folded, because look how many times they stood there and opened a few of them. Okay. Yes. Okay, Miss Tiffany. Let's talk about the story. Yes. How she get there so fast, Miss Dorothy? Okay. The lady says she's from South Carolina. Now, mind you, you can go to South Carolina to Georgia in a couple of hours, because remember when Treese and Tanya went down to the place. They went to South Carolina, so it's not that far. A couple of hours. Okay. Miss Katrina, she did drive off with the truck. She drove off with it. Now, but the lady can't. So, what kind of scamming is going on with this lady, or what is she doing? Because why would you be coming from South Carolina? Tree said that the van that you pulled up in was the lady's. In fact, was hers. That her husband, who had passed away, had left her. Did anybody else see the tag say Iowa? I'm gonna leave that there for a minute. Did anybody notice the tags on this van said Iowa? Did y'all notice the day of she's saying will be today? Then they out loud saying out loud it will be dark. No, Miss Merlin, I didn't catch that. 4 hours. Okay, Miss Lakeisha said 4 hours. Nothing but hate for Miss Ross. Exactly, Miss Jackie. 3 hours apart. Okay. Rental. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So McDaniel's, I didn't think about the rental. Okay. I missed that. Mm-hmm. Yes, Miss Jen Mocha. Mm-hmm. Now, see, I wasn't even thinking. That's why I love coming on here talking to the divas. I wasn't thinking about it being a rental, because I was so stuck on them both being Chryslers. The one that lady had that came out with the story about Courtney, and the one that pulled up today. But it definitely had Iowa tags on it. But if in fact it was a rental, why would you say that this is a van? This lady told this story. The lady said that her baby's father, who was in the picture with her, passed away and left her that van. I don't think a rental would be that tore up. The way she was saying how beat up it was, I don't believe, in fact, that it was a rental. I honestly believe that some sneaky, stuff is going on because, and I'm gonna tell you why I say that. Did y'all hear the lady said that she was taking the car around the corner to her uncle? Oh, you have a uncle that lives around the corner from Treese in Georgia. Is that a coincidence? Thank you, Miss Jen Mocha. Is that a coincidence that your uncle, who mysteriously has a tow truck that lives around the corner from Treese, is going to tow the car to South Carolina for you? Why? Why? I'm gonna tell y'all in a second why I'm questioning the uncle living around the corner, okay? But I'm just gonna let y'all catch up real quick. Give me 1 second and I'll be right back. 1 second, let me get a little drink of water. Okay, I'm back. Let's see. Let me catch up. Okay, yep, around the corner. Yes, yes. Wow, sure did. Okay, yep. Go down. Now that brown man is old. That is not a rental. Yeah, I didn't think so. But couldn't pick the car up for her. Love is love. The lady said the van was left from her to her. Yes, she did, Miss Lynette. Heard her say that. Okay. Yep, I heard her say she's taking it to her uncle. Okay. And like I said, y'all know I'm not coming on here with no made up stories. I would never come on here and make up anything on her. But Teresa, if you are listening, this is the reason why people question all the things you do because it always seems to be a motive and a plan. Why would they tow the car? Exactly, Miss Patricia. That's what I'm saying. Now, nobody went to the Department of Motor Vehicles. We didn't see. Not saying it wasn't done. We didn't see title being signed over. Um, there was no tag on the car, so maybe that's why. She is a scammer, but people scared to say that. They always saying Ross is a scammer. She just scammed all those people that quit. They are big dummies. Miss Lisa, please say that again. Definitely an hour tag. I used to live there and I spotted that. She said that van belonged to the lady deceased husband, and now she will have exactly, Miss Marilyn. Exactly. How convenient, an uncle with a tow truck around the corner. Miss Lawanda, come on. Come on, darling. That's why I love you ladies. Boy, I tell you. And why would she drive all the way down to pick up her car that could easily be driven to her uncle's house around the corner? Does that not make sense? Exactly, because I mean, she would have to have signed the title, so maybe she came to do that, but we didn't see that. And in all honesty, had it been me, because of the way people think, and no, you don't owe it to nobody, but when people can tell that you're doing scam and devious shit, yeah, then I would have. That's the one thing I would have done. I would have signed the title over in front of her. That would have made that so much better for everybody. Not even us, for the ones who actually paid their money, because there was a lot of people who paid money into it, and they were very upset in those comments about this raffle. Okay, so in order to make them feel that I wasn't doing anything I had no business, I would have signed over the title and handed her the key like they do at the car lot. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. They'll take a little picture with you with your, with your key or whatever at some places. I would have just easily took the title out, laid it on the car. She signed her name, I signed my name, handed the keys, and that's what I would have done for sure. not all that other stuff, making that lady tell this story about her life and all that other stuff that was so unnecessary. But I guess that was to make people feel better about her winning the car. That's not going to make the other 600 people you claim bought raffle tickets make somebody feel better about them not winning. I didn't hear her say around the corner. She just said she was taking it straight to Uncle Sim. He's a Michigan and something is wrong with the car. No, she said he lives right down the street. She said around the corner. It didn't mean, literally around the corner, but it was somewhere close. But the fact that you have an uncle, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm so stuck on the uncle. Let me finish reading this. I'm gonna tell y'all why I'm stuck on uncle. Basically, she paid everything to act their part. She got about 20,000 from them, and she really gonna sell them trash. And that Tracy, that's my thing. I think that if she, in fact, if in fact, okay, it's three things. If in fact this lady did not win the car, honestly, if in fact that other lady that came out with the Courtney story is not somehow mixed up in this to get the car, then my third thing that I would say is happening here is she pretended to be giving this car to someone, which she really didn't, but she paid them off a little bit of money to do this. And she, in fact, she's going to take it and sell it, and she's going to triple her money at this point. She scammed the people. She got 20,860. Yeah, 20,865. That's what I seen something about 20 something, but then she says today it was 40. She definitely scammed those people. It's around the corner to the shop. She be going to the skit she did with it. Knowledge is key. The tire shop, right? Why didn't she open other papers some night instead the day of the now, Miss Wendy, she told the girl to go in the car and show us the paperwork, show us her signature on the paperwork, but she didn't do that. She just opened up the paper and put it back. But I mean, a title is one piece of paper, regardless if it was on a 5x7, 8x10, whatever it may have been on it. She pulled out a bunch of papers out of there that all were carbon copies of something. A title is not you don't get a carbon copy of a title when everything is paid off. You get that title in the mail. Ain't no way I'll get anything from her. She's a whole demon. Oh no. I said don't play with the devil. This is what happens when you do deals with the devil. I feel something sneaky's going on with that truck. Something just ain't right. It's the taxes that woman gonna have to pay on it. She might as well have went and took her tax money and bought a whole brand new car. If she's going to get a 10 tag from the so-called homeboy and own the car lot, then why would she have towed back to South Carolina? That's what I'm saying. She didn't even get a temp tag for this so-called lady. That's why I say it's just so many things that make you think that something was fishy going on, because you said that you was getting her a tag, you was gonna sign the title over to her. Nobody's seen any of this stuff, and then she all of a sudden she comes up with the story that she has to take her car around the corner to the uncle so he can tow it to South Carolina for her. And why would she cover the title if everybody already knew her address? She's a damn scammer. She didn't give the car away. In my opinion, she just needed quick money. And that's what I'm saying, those squares. I'm telling y'all, from the moment she started the raffle, I came on here right before I've been on here for a while. I said it. I was like, I don't know about that. It just something don't sound right. She don't do nothing with water. Exactly. How does lady get everything transferred over so fast? She didn't even know. That's what I'm saying, Angela. It's no way she could have transferred anything over. You come here on a Saturday, and the Department of Motor Vehicles is closed at this point. You know what I'm saying? How did y'all do anything? You know damn well Trees did not go up to no damn Department of Motor Vehicles and get no paperwork, because you have to do an application and everything to make sure there's no liens on the title or nothing before you could transfer anything over to anybody. She did say her uncle, Miss Sharon. She definitely did. Now, hello, Miss Betty Taylor. Welcome, darling. The remaining papers in the bag, Miss Wendy. Oh, Miss Wendy, I forgot what you were saying about it. Oh, were you saying were you saying about them being folded? Hello, it's just Nitra. Welcome. Who was the witness to the signing of the title? It had to be signed in front of a notary. Not necessarily Miss Frida. I don't think so. I would have to look that up, but I don't think it has to be signed in front of a notary. Motor vehicles closed. How the lady just bought the ticket on the same day as the route. Miss Lynette, did you somebody I did see somewhere that somebody, I think on Miss Ross chat yesterday, somebody said that When she showed the receipt of the lady, it said the 31st, but she said she bought it on the first. So I'm not for sure. I can't say for a fact because I didn't see it myself. Come on, Miss Visha. Exactly. Yeah, and positive vibes. All she did have to do was sign it over. If in fact she did, but they never showed us. We didn't see a title. Where I'm from, you have to get a notary first, fill out some papers, and take the paperwork to. Oh, okay, Miss Von See, everywhere is different. I would have to honestly go, and like I said, I'm not gonna honestly. I can't say it for a fact, but I'm gonna go myself and look on the Georgia one and see. Yes, Miss Cassie. Mm-hmm. Then she was talking about the person gotta have license. Bumpy, you a liar. But the way she talked about this damn woman and put all this woman's business out here was going through all that woman's stuff last night, putting her address out there, phone number. It was just a mess. Because you thought she was a scammer, so called. No, that was a show you was putting on. It was a whole show. Yeah, she was supposed to do all kinds of stuff, honestly, that she didn't do. Ooh, Miss No Square. Mm. They was talking about that poor baby's fingers today, and I seen it. I'm like, oh man. Yeah, Rich Kid. Did you see that? Now she's getting ready to do a $55 raffle on the Toyota. So how did she get? And honestly, I think if she's trying to get rid of these cars, it's for a purpose. It's a reason. It could be a few things. It could be that she's leaving that house in Georgia. Because honestly, I don't even in my heart, I don't even feel like the story is true about what happened to Oreo. Honestly, if I'm going to be real honest, I don't believe that either. Now, do I believe he's gone? Yeah, but do I believe he got hit by a car? No. In my opinion, the way she claimed that he was foaming at the mouth so bad, I honestly believe he was poisoned. So how did she get to Bumpy House this morning? Did she drive there? Cause yeah, she claimed she drove there. Her and her cousin drove there, and I'm gonna get to that in a minute too. Okay, simply travel. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. You have to go take it to the. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. She said if she had made $100,000 off of it, she was gonna give away some more cars. Ooh, Miss Angela. Okay, now let me tell y'all why I say the uncle. Okay. And I know some of y'all seen it, some of y'all didn't. So I'm going to just kind of, give a little insight on what the story was told today for the people who didn't see. Hello in the safe zone. Welcome. She said she had a cousin with the same name, but she spelled hers with a C. Wow. I would want car out of money before they left, so why not doing the week? Yeah. Yep, Ms. D. I said the same thing about the dog. Absolutely. Yep, the dog probably got into something around the house. Yeah, I think so. I honestly think so. If in fact he wasn't given something, because in the same breath when she was telling the story about him, I didn't want to jump that quick, but we can talk about it for a second because I want to get back to why I said the uncle. Um, Riri, I'm wonderful. How are you? Thank you for coming. Um, she had just said that Oreo wasn't allowed to be at the daycare past 30 days and she would be gone and he would need to be there for a couple of months. Then she said that she really didn't have time for him. It was just a bunch of stuff that she said right at the time of his demise. Like, why would you say that? Is why people think everything that you open up your mouth and say is a damn lie, because why do you elaborate on the most dumbest shit behind your stories? Nobody needed to know that he couldn't go back to the daycare past 30 days and you was going to be gone for 2 months, because that right there makes you think that somebody makes somebody think you did something to him. Sometimes just be quiet. Yeah, and try to blame him. I mean, try to blame her. Thank you, 21. Yes, I missed you too, Riri. Thank you for being here, though. Yes, I am loving the love. Okay, So let's go to the story the lady said. The lady said, Miss Katrina, I was thinking that in the first place that the dog was sold, but then I'm like, when I seen the flowers come from the place, but you know what? Those flowers came from his daycare, didn't it? It didn't come from the place that cremated him. Hmm. Let me go back and think on that because I seen the story, but I wasn't on here to talk about it, so I kind of have to go back to refresh my memory. But I do know that. Thank you, Miss Vanessa. Thank you for being here. I do know for a fact that it was so many discrepancies in the story. When she came onto YouTube and told the story, she said that he made it back to the yard into the back of the house and died. When she got on Facebook, she said he died in the front yard. So it's a lot of discrepancies in that too. Okay, but let me go back to the lady. So the lady told us that she was a foster child from the ages of 9 to 18. She's originally from California. Yeah, they came from the daycare, Miss Sharon. Um, she's originally from California, but she ended up in South Carolina. She's been in numerous of group homes and foster care. Okay. She says that her mother is deceased. She has her father's last name, yet she does not know who he is and she has never seen him. She said all, all of her biological family that she knows of is in California. So, if in fact that is the truth, then how in the hell do you have an uncle around the corner and a cousin that pulled up in his van with you today? Thank you, Miss Mary. Hello, Miss Deanna. Welcome. Again, all the family that I have biologically that I know of are in California where I am from. But my mother passed away and I don't know or have never seen my father. So how is it that you have a uncle that lives around the corner from LA and you pulled up with your cousin? And this is the reason why we question the stuff that is happening. And oh yeah, the ops are gonna say, oh, they have the nerve to come on here and talk about her and dictate what she's doing and this, that, and other. But guess what? I came on to be a reactor. I didn't come on to put my life out here. Because in fact, if I did come here to put my life out, I would have to accept the constructive criticism, the doubts, the laughs, the lies, all of that. That's what you're subjected to when you put yourself out here to be that. So no, I didn't come on here to tell my life story, but that's exactly what they're going to say. Oh, Miss Sonia, you don't have to do that, darling. But it's money sign real deal with D. If someone could put it in for Miss Sonia, please. Thank you. Had I said hashtag money sign real deal with D. Thank you, darling. I think that's the throw off everybody so they wouldn't research. Miss Sharon, yes, ma'am. So she lied about CPS was called, so nobody would come there. Yes, 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 yes. We're gonna talk about that too. Yep. Hey, Miss D in chat. I said believe she poisoned the dog because she couldn't afford it. Yes, ma'am, Miss Leslie. And they wasn't gonna keep him past the 30 days, and she said she's gonna be gone for a couple of months. I'm going, I'm going deeper. California, you had them letters in my opinion sent or delivered to Miss Ross. Knowledge is key. Maybe. Thank you, no squares in my circle. For the ones who are asking for my cash app, it's right here. Let me see. Let me start. I don't see where I can. I started in the chat for you all because I don't even see the things dependent. Thank you, Miss Andrea. Miss Cassie, right. You are a reaction channel. They must don't watch YouTube. I watch plenty of reaction channels. Empire Daily is one who do the Real Housewives every day. Absolutely, Miss Cassie. Now I don't get me wrong. I don't mind sharing bits and pieces of what's going on with what's happening, and I have shared bits and pieces with you all. But I didn't come here to be, I'm saying, a blogger. But Treese is here to blog, and she everybody who does that gets a reaction from somebody. We're not the only ones over here talking about her, and that's the crazy part about it. I think I'm very fair with my commentary. I only speak on the stuff that I see of her. I don't ever come out here and dog her or talk about her in a bad way or anything like that. I just talk about what I see, and I'm speaking for myself. Um, and it's only to help her because if y'all always hear me say, Treese, you should have done it this way. Treese, sometimes it's just good to be quiet. I don't talk bad about that woman. I mean, people gonna feel how they're gonna feel, but I know why and what I'm doing. Did you hear the little girl say that somebody in the chat? It's not. Oh my goodness, Tiffany. Indeed, I did. And like I said, yeah, okay, I get it to a certain extent, but she popped off with her smart little mouth, and I don't think that was appropriate to the adult. And she smirked about it because she knew she was wrong. And then she didn't want to. If nobody had said to her mother when she came back that she did that, she wouldn't have told her mom she did that. She said, "Don't worry about if I'm in school or not. No, I'm educated." Hmm. Okay. Let's see what else. Um. Okay. Oh yeah, and then the paper even the paper. I'm so confused about the paper, the raffle ticket paper. Now I did see a lot of them was printed out normal, and this one was cut out and pasted. But she said that the ones that came from the actual raffle site was the ones that was printed out normal. Now she did tell us that this lady paid on the raffle site. So why was her paper even cut and pasted or taped or whatever it may have been? I'm a little confused with that too. Then she tried to get on the camera. Yeah, no squares. That's her. That's her mother's child, boy. I tell you, that little is too grown with her smart. Yeah, Miss Katrina, she definitely is. And like I said, Trace may think that's funny and cute, but it's not. It's not. And I understand that y'all don't want people in your business. I get that, but your business is all over the place for people to have an opinion on. They're going to have opinion. It's life. People have opinions on us all day, every day, in real life, in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's gonna have opinion of somebody, but it doesn't warrant that if you have an opinion of somebody that everybody comes and attack. No, no. I'm sure all of us at some point in time within our day got opinion about something, whether it be food, a person, clothes, it could be anything. You're gonna have an opinion about it. You're gonna go to lunch today and you ordered some tacos or something. And they just wasn't right. You had an opinion about it. It's normal, it's life to have an opinion. It's life. She regret that girl being grown when yeah. Miss Visha, she definitely will. She's definitely not cute as sassy look. Miss Cassie. Absolutely not. Like I said, she should have just said, ask my mom. Ask my mom. Because first of all, she shouldn't even know to how to respond like that because she's being put in an awkward position. And yes, I'm gonna say that the person who asked her that was dead wrong for asking her that when her mother walked away. Now I'm gonna have to agree with that one. She's a child. She don't even understand what the hell is going on. She don't even understand that she's supposed to be in school right now. She don't understand that her mother could be in a world of trouble. Because I don't care what online school you put her in, you took upon yourself to put her in. It's not signed up with any school board in the state of Georgia that to let them know that she's online. Because what happened was you took her out of Florida school. I don't even know if she unenrolled her out of Florida school. But what I know is she's not in Florida school right now, right? And she probably didn't take her out, so she wouldn't get in trouble. But the child is just not going. But if they was to ever send the truancy people to go look for her, she's not in Florida at the moment. So then they wouldn't know to go to Georgia because they don't know that she lives partially in Georgia as well. So what she did was she put her on an online school that's not registered with the state of Georgia Department of Education. Okay. And when she claimed that she went to the school to go sign her up, they told her it was too late to put her in school. Not where I'm at. Because kids move around all year long from different places, and you cannot tell them that they're not accepted in school. School doesn't let out until June. It's still 4 months left. Now, will she be able to catch up and be on track? I'm not for sure. But I know they did not tell you that she could not come to school right now. Thank you so much, White Swan. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now, like I said, I work in the school system. I know for a fact, and I'm speaking on facts on that part. No school told you that she could not be enrolled. Okay? Miss D, she's not enrolled in Florida. That's why she's not in trouble because she's not enrolled anymore. She's not the virtual school either. She said that her on her some Google. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's in one of those like the like the K-12 program that they have. It's an online program that you can do. Yes, you can put your child in it. But you have to let the state where you reside in, you have to let them know. It has to be documented that you are homeschooling that child. I don't care what kind of homeschool program you're going through, but it has to be documented that they are in school in that state. So you have to go through the Department of Education to let them know that. Okay. But I'm going to tell you why she did not go to enroll her daughter in the school in Georgia because she's not going to sit still. So she came up with this fabricated ass story that they said it was too late to enroll her. It is not. Exactly, Miss Dawn. Okay, Miss Shelley, you understand. Yes. Kids will come to school exactly, gotten kids enrolled in the last month. Exactly, because they have to be enrolled in some type of school and it has to be documented through the Board of Education in whatever state you reside in. I don't care if they are being homeschooled, it has to be on record. But like I said, because she transferred this child from state to state, nobody can keep up. Don't nobody know this child even exists. Because one minute they probably think she's in Florida, and the next minute the state of Georgia thinks she's in Florida. She moved to Florida, and the state of Florida thinks she to move back to Georgia. They're not going to coincide with each other trying to figure it out. They're not going to do that because they don't have no right to do that. Right? The people in the chat that ask that baby questions need to be blocked. Yes, that's not her place to answer that. Her mother is to answer that, and her mother's going to have to answer to it, honestly. And it ain't going to be the woman in the chat she going to answer to. Now, Miss Tiffany, I did see her. Like I said, I did see her doing something on the computer, and I think it was the K-12, K through 12 program that they have out here on the internet. But she said she signed. Did y'all hear her say she signed her up for the fifth grade class? You cannot do that. The child is in fourth grade. And honestly, I hope she's in a state that no kid is left behind state where they won't hold her back because she's not caught up. She's been out of school for months. So with that being said, yeah, she has her on there doing stuff so she can stay up. But which state is going to issue her a pass? Which state is going to issue it? Is she going to pass with her last report card in Florida? Because she's sure not getting a report card from Georgia. So when that all comes about, and she does go to enroll her in the school next year, hopefully, or whatever she may do, if she has to go enroll her in school, what's going to happen? They're going to ask you for they're going to ask you for her transcripts from the other school, and what are you going to say when she's missing 4 and 5, 6 months, the last whole quarter of school? What you going to say? She's a very womanish little girl. I hate to see this because Miss Bonzell, yes, because she can't help it. She's around adults all day. Thank you, Miss Pamela. Thank you for coming. Yes, you have to follow the curriculum. She was bold to say that baby doing some online program because that's neglect. She just want and see that's what I'm saying. And then she had the audacity to tell that the lady at the school board in Georgia told her to put her in that for now. That's a lie. Yes, Miss Shelley. It's definitely it's sad. It's sad. You have to apply for K-12. It's a process. My nieces and nephew do homeschooling and it's online with laptop. Yes, yes, Miss Dawn. Like I said, it's something like that. I don't know exactly what it is, but I know most people know what the K-12 is. That's why I use that for a reference. But I'm not exactly for sure which program she's doing. But I just know she's not signed up and it's not documented with the Department of Education in Georgia. I know that. All because she can't sit her ass down trying to go get a piece of dick. Yes, no squares. Exactly. Definitely had to follow curriculum because I was doing it. I was teaching it when we was out for the pandemic. It wasn't something you got to pick and choose. The kids had to come to school. It was just like regular school. It was no exceptions to the rules. And I don't know why she walks around telling everybody that she gets an exception to the rule. And that's the problem. And like I said, nobody is retarded, nobody's stupid, nobody's dumb. Some people listen to the bullshit, but I ain't for the bullshit because I know better. You can't just tell me anything. And that's why I speak on it because you have to know that you can't pull the wool over everybody's eyes. You can't pull a fast one on everybody. People see what you're doing, and I'm actually coming out here to come tell you that we see what you're doing. So maybe you'll get it together because it ain't doing nothing but hurting you. Okay, you're hurting that child and yourself. Oh, no squares in my circle. I'm gonna tell you where she's going. Did y'all not hear? Okay, first of all, let's we didn't got off track, but it's okay. We'll bring it back. Let me talk about these ladies that aid and abet her foolishness. Okay, if these women that she has around her that she calls her friends were a real friend to her, they would tell her ass that she's wrong. I don't want no friend who's gonna sit up there and co-sign every bit of foolishness I'm doing if I'm doing something I ain't got no business. Hello, Miss Pamela. Welcome. I just not going to do it. I don't want those type of people. You have to be able to take constructive criticism from somebody. Somebody should be bold enough to tell you when you're wrong, and you should take it and accept it if you consider that person a real friend of yours. Okay? I have a friend that we've been friends since we were 14. My best friend. I'm in my 40s. That goes to tell you. Do you think we've always got along and had everything together? No. I tell her when she's wrong and she tell me when I'm wrong. Do we get mad and not talk for 6 months up? No. I accept it and I'll give her feedback if I feel that she's wrong for telling me I'm wrong. And that's just how it's supposed to be. These women are, I don't understand. And let me tell you why I don't understand. Yes, my friend will stop and drop things if I need her and I really need her, but she's not going to come and wash my dishes. She's not going to come and take care of my children. She's not going to come and babysit me when she has a life and a family of her own, okay? And I say that to say, okay, let's start at the top of the list. We got Martrina. And I'm gonna laugh at Martrina because if I'm not mistaken, Miss Ross keep calling her Shima's mama. Somebody she keeps calling Shima's mama, but it's not true. It's nobody's mama. Okay. My best friend for over 30 years tells me the truth. I might get upset, but later I realize she was right. Yes, Miss Vish, you have to accept it. I mean, for what it is. And your friend, if you've been friends with somebody that long, I'm sure they know you well enough to tell you when something is just off about you. You're just not doing the norm. You know what I'm saying? Something you got to be able to do that. But Miss Martrina, this lady lives in Alabama. She has a whole husband. How in the hell is she down here in Georgia every day? S- Somebody please help me to understand. You got a whole husband. Your husband allows you to be gone with some woman. She got a whole husband, Miss Tiffany, a whole husband, and she lives in Alabama. Then we got Shaky. Shaky got a family too. Now, I don't know for sure if Shaky has a husband. I don't think so. But Shaky lives in Georgia, so she's able to come a little more. Then we got Shima, Miss Tremaine. She tried to slide Tiki in there, but her and Tiki had a falling out because she was talking shit about Tiki a couple weeks ago. Give me a minute. A minute. Hopefully, I can remember exactly what was said because I don't want to say it wrong. No, Miss Tiffany. The Shaky lives in Atlanta, but when she first came around, she said that woman lived in Alabama. Her husband gone and she didn't even know it. LOL. When she get back to house, those questions about circulating. Because I don't understand. I don't understand for the life of me how and why, what, when, where. I don't get it. I really do not get it. Yes, Miss Visha. Now we're gonna talk about she. Shima has a job. Shima has children. Shima has a family. Shima lives in Florida. Shima has already been here for a week. Now, did y'all hear her today tell the lady, the Caucasian lady that came there to help her? Did y'all hear her tell the lady, I would like for you to come back. I would like for you to come back next Thursday if you can. Shima will be here because I'm leaving on Wednesday. I'm leaving on Wednesday, y'all. And I'm going to the Bahamas and I'll be back next week, the following week, Monday or Tuesday. So you mean to tell me that now Shima that left her family for 2 weeks to come down here to help you with a warehouse and then to come here and take care of Rennie because that's exactly what she's going to do next week while you go to the Bahamas. What is wrong with these people? Oh, she's on vacation. See, I missed that. She had to be on something because I know she works. Yes, yep. She said that she told the Caucasian lady, I think her name was Nikki or something. She told her that if she was able to come next Thursday, that she could come and Shima would be there. I don't understand. But like I said, these people stop, drop, and roll for her. And they know if they don't, that she's going to kick them to the curb. But I wouldn't give a damn where she kicked me to because there'd be no way I'd be doing it from the get go. Yes, Miss Leslie, absolutely. I don't know what she has over these women. I don't know because there's no way I would leave my family, my husband, my job to go be with you. Miss Dorothy, absolutely. No squares, exactly. I can't remember exactly what she was saying, but Tiki didn't agree with something, or Tiki did something, and she definitely was talking about her subliminally, but we all knew who she was talking about. Okay, Miss Shirley, from what I got, the Caucasian lady was on her live last night saying, "Do you need some help? I'll come," and she showed up today. Miss Cassie, because she's lazy as hell and she don't want to do it. And then she needs somebody to help her with the children because she can't run around the streets with them. She needs somebody to have them. They need money. That's who she praying. Yeah, they must need something, but you got a whole husband or something. If you got that and you need some money, honey, you need to move to Georgia with her then and let your husband go on about his business. Because he can't be disabled or anything like that because you would be there taking care of him, I would think. So he must be okay to be alone because you're always in Georgia. So I don't get it. Miss Tish, Miss Tisha, did y'all hear her? Yes, Lele said court was in 7 days, which would be Friday. She is making sure. that she is gone before Friday, Miss Libra. Rich kid, I didn't want to say it. Stop it. I didn't want to say it. Miss Mary, you too. Where did that lady with them old glasses come from? Miss Katrina, which one with the old glass? Which one with the old glasses? Martrina? No, who got glasses? Oh, you talking about Shaky? The small one? I think you're talking about Shaky. I think she got the glasses. She came from Georgia. Yes. These people are weird, weird. I don't understand. No, Miss Sharon, she says she's from Maryland, but she actually lives in Atlanta because she was saying she had to go to work tonight, and she works at some bar. She's a bartender. No squares. They definitely have kids. Now I don't know if I think Martina and Shaky's kids are grown, but Shima has a young child. Miss Visha, ding 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 ding. Miss Shannon Shan, that's the whole thing. She don't care. Did y'all hear her kind of sort of saying like, oh, I didn't get served. I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know what they're talking about. And she's gonna play on that. And that's why she's running. Who did that to Shima? Who did what to Shima? I don't think Moonface has a husband. What man would go for that BS for her vacation? Oh yeah, Miss Lawanda. I don't think she has a husband, but I thought they said she had a man. I'm not for sure. Beautiful brown sugar. I'm not for sure if she got the papers or not. I can't say, but it would be if she did. Yes. What was that? I seen something that would made me think of something. Hold on, let me see. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Let's see. Who the hell got who? Who's pregnant? Yeah, exactly. She, like I said, she tries to always get over, but it's okay. Oh, I was about to say something. I kind of forgot. She gonna keep on playing with them courts. It's more than one. People are looking for her to give her serve her papers. Because I heard what's his name NC beat Gerald. He said that he they trying to serve her for him too. Hello, Miss Glennis. Welcome. Yeah, she need to go on somewhere because ain't no way I'd be doing that on no vacation. Now you spending your vacation taking care of somebody's child who's about to go on vacation. What? Make it make sense. Oh, I don't know, no squares, but she definitely got kids and a grandbaby. Miss Lawanda, but if she did, she's out of there, honey. Yeah, no, she's not pregnant. Not that I know of. I don't think so. She don't know. Knowledge is key, and she don't care. She don't even think her mind don't expand that far. Oh, no squares. I'm not for sure, honey. But yeah, she got kids. Oh, okay, Leslie. Okay, that's what I'm saying. But see, Shima considers herself a good friend of hers. They've been friends for a while, and I think she only thinks she's doing the right thing, by trying to help. But at the same time, she sits on her ass. That's the problem I have. She sits on her ass while these people come to help her. If your genuine friends are coming to help you, you help out. You don't go sit down and make them do the work. Oh, that's what I was gonna say, y'all. Do y'all understand why she came on for the last couple of days ranting and raving mad at the world. I'm gonna tell y'all why she was so mad, because did y'all notice that just came out of left field? Now, who was just pregnant? Hmm. I was out. Please continue to pray. I appreciate it. Okay, Black Remy Mom, and yes, we definitely gonna keep you in our prayers. Thank you for stopping in. Okay, have a good night. We're definitely gonna keep you in prayer. Okay, I was saying, thank you, Miss Denise. Welcome. Welcome to the Dainty Divas. We have a new subscriber, Miss Denise. Welcome. Yes, I noticed she's been angry lately. She was just okay. I'm gonna tell you why. She was so angry the other day. Okay. Now, the place that she was at, I heard Miss Ross saying that Miss Ross didn't know where she was at. She was at an Airbnb in Georgia. Okay. She was renting the Airbnb because remember, if y'all remember, she said she was having chefs come in this week and she was going to judge them and she was going to give them free promotion. Well, guess what? Epic fail. Nobody showed up. And that's why she was so mad, because she wasted all that money. Okay. That's it right there, y'all. No, no chef showed up. And she came on here and she took it out on everybody. So she just came on here and started picking and picking and picking and picking and picking. Okay. Because she was angry at herself. She rented that big ass house, bought all that food, and nobody showed up. Because I'm trying to, they clearly didn't show up. Because where were they at? We didn't see Nair's show go on this week. She claimed she was having a whole cooking show all week, and these chefs was coming, and she was gonna have the lady who just did her hair and some other people be the judge, and she was getting her hair and nails and stuff done to be nice for the show. What happened to it? Nobody showed up. Yeah, I don't know, but I don't know about the hot water stuff at her house, but I know why she was at that Airbnb, and I know that the chefs didn't show up. Well, she claims that she was supposed to do her music video today, Saturday, right? Yeah, no squares. That's what I say. Ranting and making no sense at all. Exactly. Knowledge is key. She never does. But like I said, it was an epic fail, and nobody even paid attention to it. So she felt some type of way. So she took it out like she always do, and she came on the internet and she started. I don't even remember who she came after, but it was just like she came on there and just started going off ranting and raving about any and everything and everybody, because she was mad at herself, because she's so busy right now trying to do all these get rich quick schemes that they're not working out for her. So she's taking it out on everybody. Kiera, hey, welcome, welcome. That's what's going on. It was supposed to have been all week. Oh yeah, Tiffany, the music video was supposed to have been today. She said Saturday, and the car wrap was supposed to be today. Yep. She's how when she does that as well, be sweating and foaming at the mouth, be tweaking. Yes, she's so upset. She's angry at the world right now, though, because it's out now. I'm gonna honestly say this, and I'm not trying to be funny or making jokes about it. She has a lot of stuff going on, and I think she has a lot of stuff going on financially, because it's a lot of stuff that she's doing trying to make money at this point. And y'all remember when she was over in the Bahamas before, they cut off her monetization, so she didn't get paid for probably for this month, because she missed a lot of time that they had took her monetization for her. So she's trying to make up for it. And I just don't think it's the right time for her not to have money at this moment, especially with taxes being due, and things like that. And I think she's just in above her head. So, and that's the driving force behind her anger at the moment. But you got to know that you cannot, take your anger out on people, because all you're doing is making other situations with you worse. Okay, yeah, Miss Ross and Nana, that's what it was, Toy. Yeah. Oh, that's what she was selling seafood. Yes, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, Miss Tish. Miss Tisha. She definitely was trying to sell dinners. You just think of all the money things she had going on this week alone, and none of them worked out for her. None of them. Because at this present time, and like I said, that's probably why Sheima's down here and she took a vacation at this point to come down and help her because she knows her situation. She will know her situation more than anybody would know her situation. Then I got to give it to Tree. She ain't gonna come on. She gonna come on here and talk about stuff, but she ain't gonna tell everything. Some things she do know how to keep to herself because she don't want to be judged and criticized for it. But yes, karma, yeah, it'll be karma hitting you. You know, you don't know where it's gonna come. You don't know when it's gonna come and where it's gonna come from and who it's gonna hit. Was that the food? She was having a big old seafood boil and inviting people to come by and buy plates. Miss Sharon, I think she bought that today. I'm not for sure, but I know that she had bought food because remember, the other day at the Airbnb, she was in there trying to sell. She was trying to sell whole chickens on with some whole stuffed chickens with green and rice stuffed up in the chicken or something, whatever. But she's been trying to sell food because they had all that food over there from the chefs that never showed up. I don't even know if anybody came. That poor man drove down here. I think he was from Alabama too. He drove down here with his truck to the warehouse to sell fish dinners, and I don't think anybody showed up to buy fish dinners from him. So I don't know if she had to pay him for his services. I'm not for sure. But the things that she do, trying to make the money quick, it just doesn't work out for her. And she got to see that her supporters and fans that she call fans, I would never call y'all a fan of mine. Like, no, no, never. I think that is so rude. But her supporters and stuff don't show up like they she think they do for her because a lot of them do live in the state of Georgia with her and they don't show up and show out for her. Kiara, definitely no chef ever showed up, and I think even Chef Anthony was supposed to come, and I don't. He didn't show up, so I don't know. They were eating like it was the best thing. Miss Visha, did you see that? Nobody showed up, and she got on there, and she was so angry. Yeah, where are the fans? Like I don't understand. I don't know why people call anybody a fan. I am not no goddamn. I'm nobody. I am no better than none of you all divas that's on here with me, and I don't pretend to be. And y'all will never be a fan of mine. Y'all are the divas. We support each other. That's it, and that's all. A fan. I mean, she literally. Somebody said something to her like that the other day, and she literally had a whole conversation about why she feel that these people are fans of hers. I'm like, oh wow, okay, all right. Keep on being rude and disrespectful to people. Miss Shirley, you better say it again, darling. Her people keep saying she's blessed, but the devil blesses people too, and his blessings don't last. And that's what I said. They know that they are over there making what you call with the devil, making deals with the devil. You can see it coming out of her. Let's talk about how she ran. She ran to the church and only went there one time because she thought voodoo was on her. Let's talk about that because I had that in my notes too. You see, when I come on here, because I be so long coming on here, I be having so much stuff to talk about. But I promise y'all, she ran to that church when she thought that somebody may have reversed the voodoo back on her. Okay, Miss Sharon, it is said, and I'm not for sure. Like I said, I'm not gonna speak on it because I don't know that to be a fact. But yes, it is being said that the farmhouse is in trouble too. Yeah, yeah, Tiffany, because they're trying to use up their food. Exactly, Miss Leslie, and that's what I'm saying. It's at this time, it's the wrong time to. Okay, so let me say this: you never want to live above your means. You don't even want to live at your means because when you're used to getting 30, 40, $50,000 a month, like she is, sometimes more, and you start to live that lifestyle to fit exactly that, and you're at your last dollar, like your bills are damn near as much as the money that you're bringing in, but you know you don't worry about it because you're getting some more later. You never want to do that because you never know when that may stop. And if her money was to stop right now, how in the hell would she pay all these bills? You just don't do that. I don't care how much money you have. You don't live like you got millions. You just don't do it. You just don't do it. You never know what exactly. You never know what could happen. Shima knows that, and she's like, "Oh, the damn mother never tells her anything." And see, that's what I'm saying, Miss Vanessa. I don't understand why they don't. They won't tell her. I wouldn't be scared to tell. I'm sorry because if I was in her presence, I would tell her. If I was so called a friend of hers, I would tell her. The D, she definitely is. Visha, that's what I'm saying. You don't go, you spend 15 of it and keep 15 because you always put back something for a rainy day because you never know. And she's the one that gets on here all the time. Y'all better put money to the side because Facebook could end the day tomorrow. What you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Because we have seen you say that you was down to your last dollar, and there's no way if you made $1 million last year and 800,000 this year that you should be down to the last anything. Nothing. But you was too busy, like she said it the other day herself. She said, y'all told them people, yeah, I paid good money for that. That's when I was a millionaire. I was just running around buying anything. Girl, that stuff you bought was not $1 million worth of nothing. That was some cheap stuff. So stop it, okay? You didn't go to the good high price stores and get that. No, you did not. You can't go on Wayfair and call that expensive. That's not $1 million spending, sweetie. Okay. She was so short on money she ran to the church for a blessing, but the scam money she had, believe it or not, she back on top of the kid. Yes, Miss Shirley. And like I said, she was so busy talking about voodoo that day. I wanted to believe that she went running to the church because she tried to reverse it, thinking she could get it up off of her because she thought somebody reversed it back to her. Trinity, she never did. Miss Visha, I'm not for sure they might do. Her name is Nikki. Where did she come from? Who, Miss Faye? The Caucasian lady? She came. If you that's who you're talking about, Miss Faye. She hit her up yesterday and asked her, did she need some help? And she told her, yeah, come help her. She was on her Facebook. Her name is Wow. She wasted a lot of money. Yes, Miss Dorothy, absolutely. Her bill's just as much as her paycheck once a month. She is doing another raffle on a different truck. Yeah, she's Showtime. She's getting ready to do it on her car. Her food bill higher than anything. Yes, Misha. Why were you at that steakhouse? Why? 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 Absolutely knowledge. Absolutely. I believe that she's going to get that boy up top. She loves him in the sex. Miss Vanessa, yeah, she's running to go see him. But oh Lord, the things I could let's talk about up top for a second. I'm laughing at them fools she gave her that $65. I know somewhere looking. Yeah, and some people gave her way more than that because I heard some people put in 8, 9 times. I'm like, oh my God. Did she keep the Airbnb and up top? Miss Diana, no. He went home to his place that he had. She just let everybody come to her house and she don't know them folks shaking my head. Crap. I have a lot of different stuff to touch on, but you know what? Since we're talking about up top, let's close out with him. Talk about him for a minute, and then I'm gonna have to come back because it's so much stuff. I want to discuss the whole situation with that lady coming out to talk about Courtney, but I'll have that for a whole another discussion. Okay. As much money as she had, I would have bought a house for her. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I would have invested. I would have bought like maybe an apartment building or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta invest in something that's gonna bring your money back. Definitely dwindled. Miss Tiffany, that's exactly what I was about to say. Hold on, I'm coming. Now, pour up top. Pour up top the cub, the cub, the cub, the cub. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, exactly, Miss Patrice. She can't give nobody. Miss D, what happened to the 300,000 her tabletop tax people was getting her? Miss Faye, you missed it, honey, when we first came on. He was talking about it. Like I said, if in fact that she was getting some type of money back from the IRS, she definitely wouldn't be getting it back because if she was on a payment plan with them last year for the 500,000 she owed them at making $1 million, what do you think she owes them right now that she made 800,000 she claimed this year? She probably owes them about 300,000. There it is, bam, gone. She better hope that she was really getting 300,000 back, and that's what they paid off her taxes. Because if not, she's in a world of trouble right now with taxes again this year. And maybe that's like I said, maybe that's why everything is getting auctioned off to the highest seller or whatever. I mean, to the highest and better. Exactly. One lady in the comments says she wanted her 800. Oh my God, $809. Hello, Dimples. Welcome. Yes, multifamily properties are best investment. She could have done so much. Yes, Miss Cassie. That's what I said. $809 for the raffle. Then she was just retarded. She was just retarded. Ain't nobody messing with her if they. Miss Kimberly, we not talking. We not talking about people who got it all though. Clearly, because there's a lot of people that fool with her. I hate to say it, but she's going to get enough for bringing strangers in. Rich kid, Ralph. We coming back on here tomorrow because I definitely want to talk. I definitely had that in my notes, and I didn't have that as about her house. I had that about the warehouse because I really wanted to know why did you think it was okay to have all those strangers going through your boxes when you had all your paperwork, information, probably credit card numbers, tax information, social security number, all kinds of stuff on that paperwork. You had them strangers even letting women calling up there talking about can they send their husband, and you are parading around in front of their husband with their. Oh yeah, we're gonna leave that for tomorrow. The warehouse. We're gonna talk about the warehouse, and we're gonna talk about that lady that came forward about Courtney tomorrow. I promise y'all I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know who I'm gonna have to fight to get a spot, but we're gonna get one. Probably didn't pay their rent or she done took their money. Mm-hmm. That's the can you get about that bumpy. See Andrea, she knew exactly when to do it. She knew tax time was here. She knew exactly when to pull that scam. Yeah. The old IRS double. She's gonna lose everything. I think she said she finished paying off the one she owed for last year. But then here we gonna go. We're gonna start it all over again this year. But mind you, she's already behind because she said she pretty much lost a whole month's worth of income from Facebook because she was over in the Bahamas and she didn't get paid for it. Yeah, that lady was definitely a fool, Katrina. But I want to know why in the hell does the Cub have to check in like she's a goddamn probation officer? Are they in a relationship or is she the PO? Please, somebody help me. Is she the probation officer? This man literally has to sleep on the phone with her. He has to be on the phone all day with her. I honestly believe that she forced the issue about him getting his son so he could have somebody there so she would know that he would be doing nothing because he would have to take care of his son. Y'all think about all this stuff. Just think about all of it. When she was out eating, she told these people she's eating off their money. Yeah, ridiculous. Hello, Miss LB. How are you? Welcome. Yes, that man is slow. Kara, I'm telling you, she pressed the issue about that boy. Because remember she kept saying, "Did you call her? Did you get in touch with her? She need to sign that paper. She need to sign that paper. You need to see your son. You need to see your son." Then all of a sudden, this lady came out of nowhere. No, Miss D, talk about the lady bumpy hired. Which one, Miss Tremaine? You know she hired all kind of people. Which one? Um, yes, Miss Dorothy. She definitely kept on, and then the lady came out of mysteriously came out of nowhere, and she let him get his son when she wasn't even allowing him to son. So he able to get his son and keep him now. He takes him to school. He picks him up, but she pressed that issue because she wanted him to have his son. So when she left, that she knew he wouldn't be able to do but so much movement because he has that child. Thank you. Welcome, Miss Wendy. We have a new member, Divas. Miss Wendy. Welcome, Miss Wendy. Thank you for joining. Yes. Okay. So, Blessed Dynasty. Welcome, darling. Thank you for being here. Yes. So he got the boy. He has a job now, but he was so tired the other day, y'all. You could hear it in him. He said, "I'm so tired." Because he has to go to work on the phone. He has to sleep on the phone. He has to eat and shit on the phone. He has to, he was getting off the bus the other day, yesterday. And hello, Miss Jacqueline, welcome. Thank you for being here. He got off the bus and he said, "Okay, baby, I'm going to go now and I'll call you when I get in the house." "Oh, no, the hell you not. Then she mutes the phone. She curses him out because people can read lips. And even if you can't read lips, you can tell when somebody's fussing, okay? Then she gets back online And somebody must have said, leave that man alone or something. So she came up with this dumbass excuse as to, oh, no, no, no. I have to stay on the phone with him while he off that bus because the man that he buys his weed from is right across the street and he been snuck over there and he promised me that we won't go smoke no more. Well, did you, oh, wait a minute. So he promised you that y'all wouldn't smoke no more and you're holding him to it, but you over here smoking? Yeah, he's a fool. He's a fool. No, he don't work for his dad now. He has a security job, honey. Miss Patrice. Yes, Miss D. She felt he was being. Yes, T love. Exactly. It's a. I ain't no way I could be with somebody that damn insecure. Rich kid Ralph, you know it because she gave him the phone. I've been said that. When I tell you the man has to eat shit and breathe, Treese, that man was so damn tired the other day. He sounded sick. He was so. He said, "I'm so tired." He said, "I don't know if I'm going to make it. I'm so tired." Just you better keep that phone on. Are you the probation officer or his woman? What the fuck are you at this point? Excuse me, y'all, because I mean, Miss Lynette, she ain't got a lot of cash to carry nowhere, honey. She about as broke as a joke. Miss D, she has a camera in his room. No, she don't. What? I thought they'd just be on the phone on what you call on video on the phone on FaceTime. I didn't know she had a camera in the damn room. Now that's gone too far. That's why I say she's definitely a probation officer. If there's a camera in the room, that nigga might as well be in jail. Miss Dorothy, he's definitely not going to be able to hold it because, like I told you, I felt, and I'm not even trying to be funny at this point. I felt so bad for him. He said he was so tired. He didn't even sound like himself. He sounded tired. You can be tired all you want. You better get off that phone. Where you sleeping at tonight? You sleeping on the couch? You sleeping on the bed? Where your son at? What are you doing? What you doing? And then she tells that poor son Noel that she loves him more than she tells her own child. I'm about sick of that too. That's not. We ain't gonna even go there. Because that's the shit that pisses me off. How dare you get on there in front of your child and tell but somebody else's child that you love them when you don't even tell her that? No squares. Oh my god. But honestly, y'all, I think that's why I think he had a job when she first met him. And I honestly, y'all know how she is. For some odd reason, I really believe that man was doing some type of work, and I don't think it was just with his dad. And with that boat that he was talking about, he worked on. I honestly believe that she was the reason why he left that job because I think when she met him, you know how she wants somebody up underneath her 24/7, and she did kind of sneak mention one day that she thought he might be out there doing something if he was working, and I think she made him quit that job when she started staying up in the Bahamas like that. I really do believe that. Miss Shirley, did you see it? Ah, woo. I've seen her by all them cameras, but I didn't know where she put them at. I seen them. Miss Dorothy, I don't understand why he's putting up with it. I don't know if he's scared at this point or what. I don't know. Yeah, she is worse than the PO. Miss Patrice, they still won't see why he left. They're still not going to see that. We seen what she was doing to him. We seen what she was doing to him. The same thing she's doing, no different than what she's doing to this one, except for this one is allowing it, and Coco wasn't having it. We all watched that mess. That's why I say I can't go and I can't agree with these people and I can't sit up in people's chats and be like, oh yeah, and this and other when I know damn well it ain't the truth because any and everything I'm going to agree with or talk about or discuss, I have seen it and heard it for myself. I've never been a follower and I'm not going to start now. And that's why I always tell y'all, did y'all see? I asked y'all, did y'all see it? Because I want to know that y'all seen it too. I don't want to just be coming on here feeding y'all a bunch of bullshit. I thought he had two kids in one of the videos. Let me see. She's worse. Not everybody. Yeah, I thought he had two kids. In one of the videos, he did not know he had another brother. That's yes, he definitely has two children, but he doesn't get to see the oldest one at all. So the little brother doesn't know didn't know he had a brother because they don't really talk about it. Oh, thank you, Miss Jacqueline. Miss Jacqueline said, "Let's bless our queen. Thank you, Miss. She love you. Make it make sense. Thank you so much, Miss Jacqueline. You know I'm coming to do it, darling." If anybody was looking for the cash app, Miss Jacqueline has actually put it there, and I found a way to pin it this time. I don't know why I couldn't pin Miss what's her name? He is scared of her. Ain't no way he's in another country, and so is she shaking my head. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I have never seen such foolishness in my life. I think he really bought her last name, and she's rich and he wants to. Miss Shirley, it could be rich kid. Definitely, definitely in a jail. He might as well be in jail. Thank you, Showtime. Oh, she hates it when people talk about. It. Well, Miss Vanessa, I mean, she should stop. She should stop doing the foolishness. She's a warden over the jail. Come on, Leslie. Watch if she go back to the Bahamas, she's gonna do a skit catching him cheating. Miss Tracy, in all honesty, at this point, it's a mini vacation for her. It's to get away from life for her. Does she really want this man for real? For real? No, no, because she's been saying too many little slick stuff, and I've been catching on to it. Like when she gets mad at him, or he's sleeping and she's and she wants him to be up because she wants to have phone sex all night with him, and he then fell asleep. So she gets up the next day and she's mad at the world. So she gets on there and say little slick stuff. Oh well, if we stay together, if we get married, if he don't make enough money for real to take care of me. So I just told him to take care of his child because I don't think that he just don't make enough. That's all kinds of stuff that she's telling you before it happens. If somebody else come along that's going to be here that she can do the same thing to, up top is going to be gone. Up top, literally. No squares. I don't know what he stand for because at this point there's be no way I could do this. Like she's making that man sick. That man is getting no sleep whatsoever. And like I said, I ain't even trying to be funny. I really felt sorry for him the other night. And then he's having problems with his teeth again or something because she keeps telling him to go pop all these Benadryls and all these pills and go ask people for they got medication and stuff like that because he's in pain. And being in pain, not getting rest, and you over here and you're dictating when he eats, when he go to bed, when he shit, when he shower, when he shave. Like I don't understand. She's just with him just to say this. Yes, 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 yes. No squares. Come on with it. Come on, come on. Absolutely, absolutely. I think Bowman want that money from her. That's why he will put up with. Miss Patrice, at this point, I don't know because I honestly think that he's looking for love too. And I think he might have met his match where he could have finagled some other person before. I don't think he was able to do it here because he failed because of the thought of what he thought she had and what she could do for him, if that makes sense. It sounded like she said he had braces one day. Um, I don't think he has braces unless he's gotten them recently. Um, Miss Andrea, she definitely keeps him on FaceTime 24/7. He can't get off of it. He has to charge the phone while he's on FaceTime. He has to sleep, eat shit, shave, shower, like I said, literally on the phone with her. He cannot hang up. But when she wants to hang up because she's doing something, she'll hang up. But she'll feel so insecure about what he may be doing that she won't even be online long like she normally would be if he's not on the other phone. I know she's getting on his last nerves. Definitely getting on his last nerves. He is still absolutely, Miss Patrice. He's definitely still married. Did y'all hear her call him a gorilla the other night on the phone? I believe she really meant that. That's what I'm Miss Leslie. That's what I'm saying. I'm glad somebody that's exactly what I was getting at. She will say sneaky little slick shit all the time because she really don't even want the man because he can't really do nothing for her. And I'm gonna tell y'all where she really wanted this man, and I'm gonna tell you when it went left. Okay, she really wanted him, and she still wants him to a certain extent. Okay, but what she doesn't want is him fully anymore because she thought he was gonna get his visa so he could come down here and run all these businesses that she wanted to start up. But when she felt realized that he wasn't coming here, and it had nothing to do with none of us, I promise you that. She can blame whoever she wants. That had something to do with her trying to get him to go home and come back the next day. They thought he was up to something. You can, I mean, come on now. But because she wants to be in control of everything, she gets her own self in some shit and somebody else too. So she thought he was going to come down here and run these businesses and make her the money so she could sit back. But now that she cannot make any money, she really can't afford him because he's not bringing anything back to the table. I gotta watch her for a little more often because I be missing. Oh yeah, Cassie, a whole mess, honey. You ain't really missing nothing, but you are missing something. She mad at him. She's mad at him today. He called and said, "What? What? What's up?" And she walked out of the house to talk. And see, I missed a few of her lives today. I'm sure because the only one I actually seen today was when the lady came. A mess. It's definitely a mess. I can't be with a man that's nothing 13 years young. Exactly, Miss Visha, because I mean you gotta know at that point that he's gonna lack in a lot of things. He's not gonna be up on your level, even if it's not even financially, he's just not gonna be on your level, period. If you in your 40s and he's young, he's very young still. He what is he, 20, 28 or something? Or 27? She wants him, but it's too expensive to keep him, but she still wants to hunt. Miss Shirley, that's it right there. That's what I was trying to say. Like she wants the thought of him. She loves the thought of what he got for her when she wants to hunch or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But she doesn't like anything else about him because he can't provide. She really thought he was coming here to use him to start because she said she was going to start all these businesses and she was going to have him run it. She said she was going to do a lawn service, a party rental, and a car wash or something, car detailing or something like that. And he was going to run. All she was going to do was drive him around all day. So she thought she was going to come up off of him. Because and remind you, she said that if he made $2,000 or $3,000, she won all of it but 300. What the fuck? I saw a picture of him on another content creators page with a woman which was said to be his wife and baby. She is beautiful. Yes, there is a picture of him, the wife and child going around. Yes, actually, oh yes, Miss Visha, exactly. I think she has cheated with Tay since he's been. I wouldn't be surprised, Miss Jacqueline. Because you see how she was trying to run that situation. The fact that he bet not have said nothing because she had Tay over there working. Child, please. We know how she is with Tay. I hope somebody sent the MC the video of them trying to get her luck. No squares. Somebody probably did. They probably was on there watching her because, like I was telling everybody before, she thinks somebody called that embassy to report him. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. When she applied to be his sponsor, they will look into your background. They need to know who is sponsoring this man. And when they looked into her background and found all that stuff, I'm sure they started watching her videos, okay? Because that's what her job is. She's a content creator, and that's what she put on that paper, I'm sure. So they started watching her. And when they seen him in the warehouse working, because he was on video in the warehouse working, ain't nobody called and told nothing about that because he's on video doing it. That was your dumbness, not ours. She loves to blame everybody else for the shit that she do because she thinks she's right and she be so wrong. But can't nobody tell her nothing. Can't nobody tell her nothing. Miss Katrina, yeah, he's very young, in my opinion, too. Hello, Miss Yolanda. Welcome. Missed you as well. Yeah, Miss Andrea. This is you're right on point, Miss Diva, what you're saying. She did say all of that about him working with it. Yes, Miss Dimples. I'm telling you, she really thought she was gonna have a come up off of him because she wants to come up off of everybody. And the only thing he benefits because she treats him like he's a child of hers. She wants a child because she threw away her other child, so she wants a child. But the nastiness about it is she wants this child with the benefits of having sex with her. Like that's the nasty shit about it. Because you treat this man like he's your child, but yet you want to sleep with him. There has to be a line. You have to draw the line some fucking where. Like where do you draw the line? Yeah, definitely. Her kids need them too. And like I said, and the crazy part about it is with that, what Miss Leslie just said about the kids need braces too. Yes, they do. But she gonna talk about some Jackie getting the kids braces because the kids are on Jackie's insurance. Well, hold up. Let me tell you how you always trying to get over on somebody. You always try to do some fraudulent shit. If in fact them kids on Jackie's insurance, you bet not file them kids on your damn taxes. That's where you're gonna fuck up at. Go ahead and file them kids on your taxes and they on Jackie's insurance and see what happens. Go ahead. Yes, yes, Miss Cassie. Thank you, because I honestly believe God worked in his favor too, not letting him come back over here. Absolutely, Miss Cassie. Absolutely. She wanted to watch his every move, but she's hanging around me and down this thing right here. The homeboy she did. Yeah. Oh my God, y'all. That skit. Oh my God. Oh my God. Mm, 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 mm. That skit was a whole hot mess. We ain't gonna talk about that. I don't know what that was. Miss Patricia was definitely a scam. She wants to sit around and do nothing all day. She even wants to bring him back to sleep. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like I said, the only benefit that he has besides anybody else, because she can get anybody slave for her, is he can service her some dick when she wanted. That's it. That's all. She can get anybody to come work. She ain't never had a problem with that. Miss Cassie, they might and they might not because yeah, Jackie does have temporary custody of them or whatever, but Jackie has a full time job that she works. So I think she probably makes enough too much money or whatever the case may be because she said that they are on Jackie's insurance. But like I said, if in fact they are, she better not file them on her taxes. Oh yeah, Miss Angela, we still here. I'm gonna run it for a few more minutes, and then we're gonna get off of here and come back tomorrow. She talking about opening a restaurant. Good luck. Come on, Miss Leslie. Absolutely. Miss Angela, thank you, darling, so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. One of the twins is on this side. Yes, Miss Patricia. Yep. Oh my God, the lady, I get the notification. Damn, I miss you. So glad to see you back. Yes, Diamond D, I'm here. Welcome. Thank you for coming. I made it back. Courtney said the whole family's sick. Actually, Miss Patrice, absolutely. The way she eats, she will not have any food. No squares. She could care less. There won't nobody coming to get that food. That's why I say these people get on live online and they praise her and they love her so much and they'll do anything for her and they attack us for her and they do everything on the sun and they but yet they won't come because they know in their heart, they know in their heart, oh yeah, 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 he would get Medicaid. You absolutely right. She knows in her these people know in their heart that she's nasty. Because if these people loved her the way and supported her and wanted the best for her the way they do, anytime she was selling anything, they'd run their ass to go to support her. And we're gonna talk about that tomorrow too, because that shit in that goddamn warehouse, my God. Why are you selling pissy ass mattresses? Just why? Why would you even want somebody that you support, whether they have they because she thinks everybody's underneath for her. Even if you thought that you was better than them, why would you want them to buy a pissy ass mattress? It was definitely raw, Miss Visha. Mama J always says that she's gonna do, but believe all of her damn thing. She's a fake. Yeah, Miss Deb, absolutely. I did speak to you, Miss B. Glad to hear you. Oh, okay, Miss Patricia. Who's going to eat that nasty chick cooking? You welcome. Exactly, exactly, Miss Angela. Trifling. Miss Wanda said trifling cow. She couldn't even find the cards, the cords. Exactly. That's why I say we're going to talk about it. Couldn't find the remotes or the cords to the TV and had the damn nerve to sit up there and tell them people, oh, I paid good money for that. That's a TC. No, it ain't. That's some cheap shit. You can't be serious right now. These people don't know no better. Selling all them shoes that don't nobody want because all of them are old fashioned, out of style. I mean, but yeah, some people, don't. I can't. I'm not gonna talk about nobody because some people don't have. They have to go buy secondhand. They go to thrift shops. They go to things like that. But when you're downright doing this to your fucking supporters, the people who support you and probably give you their last sometimes that they really don't have, and all you can give back to them is some motherfucking 2 year old nasty seasoning and some pissy ass mattresses. Are you fucking crazy? Now this is where somebody got to draw the line somewhere. Now, come on. Yeah, Miss Cassie, they probably do. But like I said, I believe, because I do know that Jackie works. So that's why I assume that maybe they do in Florida. They don't get it in Florida. So because she couldn't transfer it from Georgia where they were getting it to Florida, then Jackie just went on and put them on her insurance because she does work. That's what I was taking from it. Yeah, nobody's judging. Absolutely not, Miss Cassie. Like it's just ridiculous. Rich kid, all them poor children eat is crab legs and tacos. Absolutely, and she eats the steak, and her daughter eats mac and cheese. Absolutely, and then that's what I was trying to tell her. She needs to clean her skin really well because I think her breakouts are really stemming from she probably has iodine poisoning from them crabs. She eats way too many of them, way too many. Miss Shirley, she probably did. Miss Angela, it'll never happen. Miss Deb, somebody might want them. We're gonna talk about it tomorrow because I'm gonna talk about them damn boxes she was selling and everything, putting that all that crap up in them damn boxes. Mm, 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 mm. The dependents must live with you. Just because you pay child support don't give you right to. That's what I'm saying, Miss Dawn. And they have to have lived with you for half of the year, even if you're gonna claim them for half the year. But they ain't live with you at all. And you telling me that they've lived with Jackie and she done adjusted her schedule and she done put them on her insurance and she done done everything under the sun for them, and you gonna tell her she can't claim them on her taxes because you gonna do it? Yeah, okay, go ahead and try it. That would be the day Jackie need to get up from there and turn her ass into somebody. Because ain't no way I would allow that. I'm doing everything on the sun for these kids while you running your ass back and forth across the border, and you gonna tell me that I can't file these kids on the taxes that I take care of? Yeah, okay, go ahead. That's when the nice nasty would come out. The crazy thing I noticed is she has so many things in that warehouse that belong to the kids. But yes, yes. Yes, no squares. Everything belonged to them, and they were brand new because she didn't keep them long enough for them to wear it. It was just a show for us, buying all that stuff for Christmas. Or every time she thought they was coming with her, she'd go to the store and buy 20 days worth of outfits, and they was only there for two. Or either they didn't even change their clothes the whole time they were there. Come on now. And she blamed it on the little girl and the light skinned twin, but not her face. No, she didn't, Miss Lynette. I will answer that for you. Yes, she's exactly. You have said a mouthful. So very true. Thank you, Miss Shawnee. You also buying her rats from that warehouse. Yeah, them damn y'all. Come on, y'all remember when those seasonings got bagged up, got bottled up, and she's still selling them. And we all know if seasonings sit in our cabinet for about a year or so, what they're gonna look like. They're gonna be hard as a brick up in there, and you would not use it because it says not to use it past then. Ain't no way I'm gonna use them. I cook all the time, so my seasonings wouldn't even last a year. But if they did, I wouldn't be using them. And she got to the point that she was so desperate the other day. She said, "All the seasonings are buy one get one free." You can't be serious right now. She ain't cooked since she was playing House of Monk. Miss Brandy, she cooked. She cooked up there for him. She cooked up there for him. She cooked for him more than she cooked for her own children. I just can't watch her no more than a couple minutes. I have to be really bored. I remember when the daughter was in the hospital. She said, "Mom, you know I'm bored and I'm watching." Yeah, Miss Leslie, it's hard. It's hard. But like I said, I just watch because one day I just hope everything just changed back for the good. I just want to see it. And I feel like if I don't watch, I'm going to miss it. I just want to be there front and center when it happens. Lord, I pray for that day. Yeah, $200 for a box of used stuff. Okay, come on. What time you coming on tomorrow, Miss D? She needs money to pay for the Airbnb in the Bahamas and Airbnb in Florida where she stayed when she go to visit. Absolutely, Miss Angela. I'm going to come on. Oh, tomorrow's what? Sunday. Yeah, I'm gonna try to come on probably around the time I came on tonight. If not, maybe 8. Probably a little early if I can get in somewhere, get in where I fit in. Or maybe we can. Would y'all like to do an earlier one? Maybe in the late evening, about 4 or 5 o'clock. Now, why is she taking a bit? She's gonna get from rest like that. No, Square, you a mess. But you absolutely, absolutely right. I wouldn't dare. The eye down butter and funk seeping through them pores. Yes, Miss Deb. Hard as a brick. Hello, Miss Janice. That's probably laying in the season with their hands behind it. Yeah, I ain't no way. And she know better selling that. Like I said, at this point, she just trying to sell any and everything is crazy. Missy, I just said this is one of Ross chats, and I pray she gets some therapy. I just said this is one of Ross chats, and I pray that she gets some therapy for her and her babies and get it together. Yes, Miss Cassie, absolutely. Miss Sharon, thank you so much, and you're absolutely welcome. Thank you for being here, darling. I feel sorry for her daughter. I want to know why she's Miss Angela. We honestly, if I could be honest, and in my opinion, she's not in there because she can't sit still long enough to keep her in there. She don't know from day to day who's going to watch her. She don't know from week to week who's going to have her. So what she's doing is she's just moving her around between people, whoever keep her for a couple of days a week. Anytime she can get away for a week or so to go over to the Bahamas or whatever, she's gonna do that. She got Shima watching her this week coming up so she can run over there real quick. And then I guess next week when she come back, she'll be back for a week or so and she'll run her somewhere else. But this is why she can't be in school because nobody there's nobody in Florida to watch her. And now she has to switch between people in Georgia, but nobody's there steady to get her to school. And you know when she's there with her, she's not going to take her back and forth to school because she's too busy on the phone with the cub trying to figure out what he's doing 24/7. Okay, Miss Lynette. Okay. Crackish waves and Judge Masters voice and don't. Yeah, yeah, Miss Leslie. She ain't homeschool. She can't even. How she gonna homeschool her? Like, I mean, come on. She should not have been selling that season any. Yes, Miss Patricia, she wasn't. Hello, Miss Vicky. Welcome, Miss Vicky. You're gonna have to catch the replay, darling, because we got 5 more minutes and we up out of here till tomorrow. Until tomorrow evening. Angela Moore, same here, because the twins had their grandmother for sure level of normalcy. Yeah, yeah, Miss Cassie, exactly, and Miss Angela. Um, because like I said, I don't I feel sorry for all of them that they don't have the relationship with their mom like they should. Um, I definitely feel for Courtney, of course. And we'll hit a little bit on that tomorrow too. But I my heart hurts the most for the daughter because she wants the mom's attention so bad that that's why she does a lot of the things she do, and it's not her fault. I'm not blaming her for anything. It's not her fault. She's not grown because she want to be. She's grown because that's all she know. Because she's had to grow up so fast being around all these adults. She don't have no children. Her brothers. I mean, I felt sorry for her when she asked could she go over Jackie's house because that's where her brothers was. Like she doesn't have anybody. So, that's the one that my heart hurts for the most. I hurt for Courtney too, but like I said, Courtney is grown and he's very mature and he seems to be able to cope. He's coping very well, despite the situation. So, the baby girl is the one because the little girls, is different for little girls. Thank you, the D. Thank you, Miss Vicky. Thank you. I thought Winnie had a strong support system. That's what she put on Facebook. Yeah, she doesn't. It started. It started in the main skit. That did. That's really how she. Yeah, Miss Cherie. Mm-hmm. Coco shut the season down. She's mad. Exactly, Miss Leslie. But she's trying to get rid of it by any. She don't even care at this point whether she get in trouble for whatever. At this point, she's just getting rid of whatever she can sell because she needs the income. Yeah, Miss Yolanda. I know her supporter feels stupid watching her eat crab legs and they probably eat fish sticks. Yeah, Miss Shirley. Mm-hmm. Hey D, I've been waiting to hear from you finally. I'm here. Ask Granny, how are you? Glad you stopped by. Can you all please stop calling the man Monk Monk? He never came up with you to disrespect. His name is up top. Oh yes, Dion NYC. I call him the Cub. I call him the Cub. I don't call him Monk Monk. I don't even know where that came from. Her mother talk all that sex talk about her and that is not good. Yes, Miss Patricia. She does she has to catch herself sometimes because she forgets that she's there. But that's why I say she prefer her not to be there so she can continue to do the things that she's doing. But honestly, her daughter probably sometimes is her saving grace and she don't even know it. As sad as the situation is, her daughter being around her, the little bit of time she is, has probably stopped a lot of things from happening. I promise you it has. I felt sad watching the twins and grandma on the live and they would even move. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Miss Cassie. Did you see? That's what I got from it. I felt that she felt so sad. Thank you so much, Butterfly. 10, make sure to come back again. Thank you for stopping by. Mama says she rather give her than close to her father than let Courtney take her set. Yeah, Miss Lynette, she talks a good one. That man ain't. If that's the case, then you would allow him to be around her and all this time that you claim you would never allow him to be around because of what he did to the twins, but then yet you allowed him to beat the holy shit out of Courtney. Let's not talk about that because that's on my list too. We'll definitely hit that tomorrow too. That definitely was correct. You do sell it. Yeah, yes, Miss Leslie. All of us click the like. All of us click the like button as we go out the live. Please love this chat. Thank you, Miss Angela. Please come back tomorrow, Miss D. We'll be waiting. Absolutely, Miss Carolina. No friends her age. Nope. And with that being said, Divas, I appreciate you all for continuing. Thank you for Ms. Ask Granny, you to stop me in the middle, but thank you for becoming a new member. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And again, Divas, y'all already know what it is. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for showing up and showing out as you always do. I am so apologizing for missing you all being gone for so long, but I am back. I'm going to try my best to be here when I can. And I love the ones who love on me. I want you all to have a wonderful night. And I promise, as long as I wake up with breath in my body tomorrow, I will be here sometime tomorrow afternoon. I will put it on the community post. Look for it there. And I want you all to have a good. Okay, no squares. I promise I'll try not to. I want you all to have a wonderful night. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Thank you again, Divas, for showing up and showing out as usual. Good night.